Kiss on the weekend, proudly presents.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 9 of the Diz Unlimited podcast. I am Craig Williams, and I will be leading this roundtable discussion with a bunch of great individuals, including Teresa Eccles.
Hey.
Jackie Gailey.
Hey, y'all.
And Rhino.
I liked the extra spin you had on Jackie Gailey.
She lives in
My
Seattle
favorite.
now, so that's how it's pronounced, I believe.
That's where they do the scrambled eggs, right? Give them that tossed salad
Yeah.
and scrambled eggs. Am I crazy?
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know if
that
I've
sounds
heard of
disgusting, but maybe I'll try it one day. Hey, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to this week's show. It's going to be a little bit looser just because, we're coming off of that nice holiday weekend. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving, safe, fun times with friends, food, family, whatever you chose to celebrate with, or if you chose to not celebrate at all, that's great too. Regardless, I hope you had a really great weekend. And honestly, the Festival of the Holidays kicked off over at Epcot. But beyond that, it's just, I feel like it's kind of a slow point right now. And I mean, we could sit here and talk about why Wish flopped. Even though I haven't seen it, I'm pretty sure that's part of the reason why it flopped is none of us got out there to see this movie, so shame on us. But I figure we'll just we'll have a little bit more of a upbeat conversation, talk about some of the things that are exciting us right now about Disney parks, some of the things that are exciting us for the future, and it wouldn't be the Diz if we didn't also get a little bit negative in there. So we'll try not to keep it all optimistic. We'll get a little pessimistic. We'll see if we can get Jackie fired up just a little bit. Oh, I forgot about the Small World Naked guy too. That's fun.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll talk
Yeah.
about that. That's probably exciting someone. I mean, it's exciting for all of us.
Wow.
Let me mention
Is it
let me
though?
mention
Is
Dreams
it
Unlimited
really?
Travel first. So, of course, we're sponsored by Dreams Unlimited Travel. If you like our content, you want to support us, book a vacation through Dreams Unlimited Travel. It costs you no extra money. You get the support of one of the amazing Dreams Unlimited travel agents like Teresa. So head over to dreamsunlimitedtravel.com today for a free, no obligation quote. Now, I know a lot of people want us to just jump into Disney news, but obviously we don't have any. So we're gonna just kind of keep this free flowing here. So how was everyone's Thanksgiving? Did you all get to have a little bit of fun at least?
Oh my gosh. Yes, I did. Oh, so for the first time in 14 years, we were back down at Cannon Beach, Oregon, which is right, it's about 4 hours, 3.5 hours or so from here. And ever since I was 12, our whole family would go down there. And so we went from having just a couple of hotel rooms right on the beach to now we have a house that we rent every year. And it's for a party of 12 people. And it was so cool. We had the best time.
That's awesome.
Yeah. it was
Really
gorgeous.
enjoy that. Ryan, you went up to Milwaukee, correct?
Yes, I did. I was in Milwaukee, and that was a lot of fun with my best friend and her husband and their friends. And we did a What We Do in the Shadows themed Thanksgiving, which makes no sense to anyone, but it was a lot of fun. And everybody came dressed as a character, and the food was delicious. So it was a really good time. Liked
Good.
it a lot.
That is
I met
really
met up with a couple of people that I know because of the Diz while I was
Katie
there too.
and Katie and
Yeah.
Kelly.
Oh,
Yeah.
the corks. Yay.
Yeah, the whole fam was there. So, they're always a lot of fun. And we went to one of their favorite spots they took me to, and we had some like holiday beverages, which was actually like really, really good. So,
Yeah.
I'm really happy we got to do that. So it was a lot of fun.
I was very jealous of the drinks and the company you shared. Teresa, you had a good holiday?
I did. It was my first Thanksgiving since 1990 without Max. It was kind of
no.
weird. He decided to stay home. His in-laws were here from Sweden, and he decided he wanted to cook Thanksgiving himself. Didn't invite us, but that's okay. I got over that. So he sent me pictures. Apparently, the Swedish people on American Thanksgiving cleaned their rugs that day. So he sent me pictures of his father-in-law cleaning the rugs in the house. He said
Oh.
it's an honest to God truth. It's not something they made up. So kind of weird, but whatever. I said they need to
Huh.
come to my house next Thanksgiving and clean my rugs.
Yeah, seriously.
I,
So, but no, we had good. The girls were there. Let's see. We cooked all the traditional food. I ate way too much, and I finally had to stop eating it yesterday. Monday's my limit. If we get to Monday and there's food left, it goes out the door. So, but it was good. Had a good time. Got all my Christmas decorations out. They're not up yet, but the tree came in the house yesterday, so it's sitting there relaxing and getting ready to be decorated tonight. So, yay.
yeah, that's very nice. It sounds like you all had a really good time. So it makes me very happy to hear. And now we get to have some good times talking about Disney. I mean, I feel like we already mentioned the Naked Man. Should we talk about it just a little bit? Because
Yes.
it's just so I feel like we have commentary on it. First off, I don't know
Yeah.
what that man was on, and I don't know if it was drugs. I don't know if it was just a mental problem.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure that's not even the correct way to say it. So I apologize in advance for that as well too. But I, there's been without social media, we just never see stuff like that. So while I hate so many aspects of social media, what a wild time. And I'm sure no one's missed it. So in case you did, basically at Disneyland's It's a Small World, there was a person who I don't know if he got out of the boat. I forget what the full story was, but regardless, he was gallivanting around the attraction, slowly losing clothing. Like he was just stripped down to his underwear, and he was sitting in kind of like the reflection pool in front of the Taj Mahal in that section, and he definitely was outside of the attraction completely in the buff, because I saw those images, and once you see that, you can't really unsee it. And so I don't really want to make light of it, but how do you recover from that? Like, how do you come back from that after seeing that on a vacation? What a weird, wild time.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's weird just for the people being there, like being like, oh, okay. Like, does Disney do something for that? Because like, I mean, that guy, let's assume there isn't like, there isn't some mental wellness issues present, like that guy I got to assume lost his job, is banned from Disneyland, and is probably facing like criminal charges for like exposure and stuff like that.
Oh, sure.
And like, it's so much done in one swoop for, whatever, like, assuming it was alcohol or drugs or something like that. What a way to quickly ruin your life.
How did they capture him? It
With
was
a
all
net.
just him wandering free range, but how did they end up corralling him and getting him? I didn't see that
The
part.
police, I believe, came in and got him, because I think there's video of them like dragging him out.
Yeah. Yeah, and they had to carry him a specific way to try to limit the amount of exposure that was
Yeah.
happening there. Yeah, that's
Wait, did
like
he
one of
take his
those.
boxers off too?
Yeah. When he was outside of the attraction, when he was like at the exterior,
Oh.
like where the boat goes in, that part,
Right.
he's like in the buff. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't see that part. I thought he was just walks around in his boxers.
Yeah.
Okay, he
I
definitely
mean, that
had.
part was the boxers were relatively tame in that way. It's just this is one of those things where I want to know exactly what Rhino said. What was Disney's guest recovery procedure on this?
Yeah.
We know obviously Disney's reaction to what would happen with it in terms of the individual and being banned, but like, really, what in the world do they do? How do you make up for that? Are you throwing park tickets? Are you giving gift
Yeah.
cards? Or are they just ignoring it and saying,
Was
like,
he alone, or did he have people with him?
Teresa, you're asking questions that I think he needs to answer, not us.
And was he local, or did he fly in for this event? I don't know. I
I'm
I
sure
feel
that-
bad. And why did he pick Small World? Was it, I need answers. I need a backstory on this, and hopefully we'll get something. I feel bad for him though, because obviously there was an issue, whether it was a mental health issue or something that he was tripping on.
Well, the ride stopped, right? And then he got out, or it stopped because he got out.
I mean, the
I think it
ride can't. They
stopped.
can stop sending boats, but you can't just stop. It's a small world unless you
Does
stop
it
sending boats entirely. So,
does
and
it
that's where
not reconnect anywhere?
I mean, they have the part of the attraction where, they have the boats that go in and out of the show maintenance building, but that's it.
Mm.
I mean, it would block off there, but then you would be flowing into the maintenance bay for it. I've never been
Well,
to Disneyland's behind the scenes, but
Was
the
it?
thing is when he's in front of the Taj Mahal, the boats aren't moving. So like that boat that captured him sitting there is not moving at all. So either the boats got stuck or something and he got out, or something caused them to stop or something like that. Because that's the thing, is if you watch the video, and you've ever tried to take video on that ride is moving at a pretty steady pace. So it's definitely not moving when they're filming him.
yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Rick's saying that there was a female companion, Teresa. So you've got that answer there, and I do
Okay.
understand the part where saying yes, he was under the influence. I mean, obviously there's
I
tests for that;
assume.
they can find that, but that's where I still don't want to like make light of the situation necessarily,
No, no.
because it still could be a bigger, more severe problem with mental illness that drives that person to the substances that they get there. So I am so fascinated by it from the perspective of how does Disney recover from that? And with social media, like, it's not their problem that they have to recover. How do they help those guests who are put into that situation? And it's just like they can't control social media, so they could not stop the spread of it. It's fascinating information from the times that we live in. So definitely a story that was not. I was trying to think of a pun. I couldn't think of anything. So it's more rhinos for Ray than mine. Jokes.
I can't think of
Well, did
anything
he
now
pick
either.
Small World because he fit in with Small World?
Okay, that's just mean, Teresa. That's just
Okay,
mean.
that's all I've got.
That's mean. That's mean.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
I didn't mean to extend this
No.
conversation in that way. No. No. Jackie lost her internet, so we don't have her right now, and that's trying to fix that on the back end here right now and get her back in here. But let's kind of move into our greater conversation that we're going to have this show. Just talking about what's exciting us currently right now. Teresa, I know you are excited to share about your upcoming little convention that you have to go to on property. I'm joking.
I am. I'm excited. I'm going to go over next Tuesday and get to stay at Riverside for a few nights. We're going to do some hotel tours and inspections. We're going to have a cool welcome dinner over at Animal Kingdom. And hopefully I'm going to learn some things. So I'm excited about it. I've never stayed at Riverside. I've been to Riverside 100 times, but I've never actually stayed there. So I'm looking forward to that.
You've never stayed there at all? I
No,
find
I
that
haven't.
shocking.
I know. I've been there. I've been all over the resort, but I've never actually stayed there. So I'm looking forward to it. I've got some friends staying over at French Quarter that hopefully I can meet up with on some downtime, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Should
that's
be
going to be
exciting.
yes. Take lots of notes about all the fascinating things that you did, and get back there and share. So,
Yeah.
other than that, Teresa, what else right now? I know holiday decorations are always getting you excited at Walt Disney World, but
hmm
what's kind of the one thing that's fueling you right now with Disney? Is it Walt Disney World? Is it Cruise Line? Are you itching to get back to Disneyland? What's right now? What's pulling the Disney strings in your life?
It's Walt Disney World, which is kind of rare for me. It's usually Disneyland or Disney Cruise Line, but the decorations at Disney World, I am, if you remember, going to Jollywood Wednesday night. So I'm hoping that that's going to be a fun evening for us. And I'm going to not let your review stay in my head. I want to go in and experience it like I didn't hear you at all.
Oh,
So hopefully,
thank
is
you.
that wrong?
It's wrong from the perspective that I know you did drop out of the show last week before for a family emergency right before, but you didn't hear all the happy, positive things I had to say about my second visit to
So
Jollywood Nights. That was
okay,
much more positive.
okay. Well, that's good then. So it'll be a positive experience for us, I hope.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it because you know what? The weather's going to be perfect for it because, it's going to be down in the 40s, 50s and 40s when we're there probably. I'm looking forward to that. Makes it more Christmassy.
Oh, no, for sure. That's very excited tonight. Rhino and I are going on a due date to Mickey's very Merry Christmas party. And we're going to get all bundled up, I'm sure. And
wear your matching
our
sweaters.
matching parkas and all of that. Yeah.
It's
matching jumpers.
It's going to be the cutest thing in the world.
I mean, we do have matching holiday shirts, so I think maybe we don't. No, we might not.
No. I mean, we do some, but I'm not wearing a t-shirt tonight. It's freezing. So
this is not a t-shirt. I have 2 shirts on right now.
That's
I got an undershirt.
Oh, that's going to protect those bare arms from.
Well, I'm going to wear a fashionable jacket.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to be bogged down with the jacket tonight. So I keep slowly adding stuff to my repertoire, what I'm bringing tonight, because at first I was like, okay, I'll bring the camera and just like go handheld the entire night. I'm not bringing a backpack. Then I was like, well, no, I'll need my batteries and I don't want to carry those in my pocket. And then from there, it's like, okay, well, you know what? I think I need my tripod in case we go in Monsters Inc. laugh floor, because technically we didn't do that the last time. But that's like the only thing that I would need it for. So I don't know. And then it's now exploding. And then I was like, well, we have to, because as we stated, I believe on maybe last week's show or the week before, somewhere in there, that with this party night, we are literally going to go and collect as many cookies as we possibly can. Like I know it's insane for me to say this, and there's going to be a lot of judgment for us, and people say we're ruining the party with what we're going to do, but I would like to walk away with triple digits in cookies, if that's possible.
That's hilarious.
I only had one of each last time. I want multiple of each.
How many flavors are there?
6.
6?
Yeah.
Is there
and
6
they're all
or
Christmas
is there just
related?
4?
No, there's 6.
4
there's
drinks.
There's sugar cookie. There's gingerbread. There's the the end. I can't remember any others. No, there's
snickerdoodle.
Snickerdoodle. There is I swear to God, there's 6 because I was talking about Molly. I already said gingerbread.
Chocolate chip.
I said sugar cookie, chocolate chip, gingerbread,
Snickerdoodle.
Because remember there's a new one this year, because I was like, oh, there's no chocolate peppermint, and we were like, well, this one's the chocolate peppermint one.
Maybe a brownie.
Did you say sugar cookie?
Yeah, I said sugar cookie. Okay. Oh my God, are there really only 4?
So gingerbread, this is going to be funny because Jackie clearly froze and she's out of there again. More internet issues. And there she goes completely. Hey. Okay. So red velvet, gingerbread,
Red velvet was the new one.
Cookie, sugar cookie, snickerdoodle, and
maybe there's 5. There's 6.
5?
I'm pretty sure.
5, 6.
No.
So I have a question. Are they all at different locations, or can you go to any location and get any of them?
Different. You got to go around the park
to collect them all, and they're individually wrapped because they're Cheryl's, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
That is correct. So yes, it's like Pokemon. You must move around to collect them all. You can't just get them all at once, but you can get the allergy-friendly cookies anywhere. But with the cookies, you only have to go to your specific spots. And I feel like we are missing one. What was being served in Pinocchio's village house?
That was the red velvet, because that was like the last one where we went, and I was like, oh, I got the new one.
I don't like red velvet.
We're like, I mean, we're
no,
really.
There's 5. It's only 5. It's Launching Pad, Cosmic Rays, Pinocchio, Columbia Harbor House, and Tortuga Tavern. So it's gingerbread, chocolate chip, red velvet, snickerdoodle, sugar cookie.
There you go.
Is it a frosted sugar cookie?
Yes.
Yes, it's frosted and it's got sprinkles on top.
Are they
of it.
ill-tempered?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, they are. Well, that's a start. It's so the sugar cookies, while I don't normally care for them, I do like these ones because they're nice and soft. The frosting I feel like pairs well, and then you get that little crunch with the candies on top of it too. So it's a decent sugar cookie, but I mean the gingerbread is where it's at. In terms
Yeah.
of the best, and then I'd honestly say the snickerdoodle after that. The rest I could leave. So
Mhm.
if I can get 50 gingerbread and 50 snickerdoodle,
50?
I'll be
Jesus,
happy.
I thought you just wanted like 10.
No, I said I want triple digits. I want to
Oh,
walk away.
triple. You did say
Yeah.
triple. Yeah, sorry.
I want
Jesus.
to be insane and walk away with 100 cookies if possible. But
Well, you're going to need your backpack then.
yeah, I think I'll need 2 backpacks. I'll need a wagon that you're no longer allowed to bring in. So it's going to be
Wow.
dangerous times that I live in. It'll be fine though. It'll be okay. So yeah, no, we'll let you. Well, you're not going to the Christmas party, but we'll let you know, Teresa, if we are successful. But you're gonna have a really good time at Jollywood Nights. That's the one thing I wish they would give out some free cookies at Jollywood
Right?
Nights. That'll take it over the edge. But I don't remember if I mentioned it last week. But they're basically just throwing coasters away at you now as you walk out. So collect
Take
as
it.
many coasters
Take
as
it.
you want.
Okay.
What else what are they going to do with it after the event's over if it doesn't come back next year? Like, okay, well, we have all these free coasters. It's not like they can slap a sticker on them and send them to the outlets. They're gonna end up being the coasters that they leave in the rooms instead of paper ones. They're gonna just have Jollywood Night coasters. But
Or
no ring
the
marks.
cast member gift this year.
Hey, we appreciate all the hard work you've done over the holiday season. Enjoy your 50% off a restaurant, and here's some Disney Jollywood Nights coasters. You really did earn it. We couldn't send you to the
Complete set.
party, but we can definitely give you those coasters, which that's like one of the things that I've been banging my head about with Disney Jollywood Nights and fighting people on with is I don't know why there's this overwhelming blaming of vloggers and social media people on the first night of the event. Yes, there's a lot of them there, but I swear, angry people on the internet without a face or voice just want to scream about how the first events are always going to be bad because it's just overrun with everyone who wants to be first with stuff. And for Jollywood Nights, I understood that to an extent, but it's not the only night that was sold out. So it's clearly not just that giant group of vloggers and stuff. And even if that is the case, then Disney should recognize that and be like, you know what? Let's do a treat for our cast members the same way that Universal has a team member preview for HHN a couple days before the first one. Why not just do that for cast members? Like, I remember when I was a cast member for my short time, we got to watch the rehearsals of the Halloween parade and I think Christmas parade too. We got to see that. So that way they had time to practice in front of an audience. It was a nice little, it felt like you were getting something and for working there and being appreciated in that way. I know it would cost them a lot of money, but it would fix all of these problems that are supposedly being caused by all the vloggers and social media people. So why not just do that?
Agree. Make it happen.
I don't feel like it makes sense that they don't do it. I mean, that's what large companies do. When they're charging for something, they show it to their people who work for them. Their most loyal people that care if something is not stage ready. And
Yeah.
like, why wouldn't they? It makes no sense.
Yeah, and I feel like, doesn't Disneyland do the preview night, Rhino, for Oogie Boogie Bash at least? I know they have in the past, but
they did this year too. I'm pretty sure because I think some of my friends were there. That's why I'm like, I was like, oh, cool, you guys got like a little special party.
yeah,
I don't know if it's free for them to go or they just like that's a night they can buy a ticket to. It might be free. It might be like their preview. Like I think it's probably like you have to sign up, like on the hub and be like, I'm coming to this.
Yeah, it should be free. I mean, that's a fact of the matter. It should be free with the knowledge that you're walking into it, that they need to test and adjust and fix whatever is going wrong. Maybe everything isn't working correctly, just the same way they do, soft openings, technical rehearsals for attractions. Do the exact same thing with these parties if you can't guarantee that they're going to go off without a hitch. And something with Very Merry, they've been doing it enough years now that that's going to go off unless there's bad weather. That's always going to impact stuff. But if the weather's fine, it's going to run smoothly for the most part. Same thing with the Halloween party. But for something that they're not as confident with, just do it. I mean, it feels like some of those little special things have just slowly kind of gone away. And it's definitely not what's exciting me about Disney, but just like it makes me think every time there's a start of a new festival, like I'd always remember, oh yeah, they would open up some of the food booths the night before and start doing test services with it. And like that rarely ever happens now, if it does even happen anymore. But I also don't go the night before anymore because I know we're going to be overindulging the day that it starts. And well, that'll be Rhino and I tomorrow after spending a long night at the Christmas party tonight, holding hands and joining in song like the Who's from Whoville. Then tomorrow we'll be spending all day going around Epcot and eating, dining, drinking, and he'll be like, I'm never leaving again because now Craig's torturing me 2 days in a row. So,
Are you going to skip when you're holding hands? Are you guys going to skip?
Oh, I hope so. Please skip.
Me too. Yes,
I mean, I do have a picture of us holding hands and skipping at Disneyland. We were trying to recreate the map at that time because it was like Minnie and Mickey, and we were like, how are they standing like this? So we tried to do it.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't have any memory of that at all.
I will find it, and if I find it, maybe you can pop it in on like Patreon or something like that, or post it somewhere. I didn't mean to tease it. I just don't think I can find it right now.
I love that.
What was that, like 20?
It's like, when did Mickey's Mixed Magic come out?
2016.
No. Yeah,
no.
It was
2018. 2018 was Mixed Magic.
Because I think they were. That was what it was. How long ago? What?
How long have you been working with the company?
9 years in January.
Yeah. So
I'm not gonna make it to 10.
Oh my!
No, I'm just kidding. They're gonna get rid of me before I make the double digits.
It's cheaper to get rid of people before they hit that landmark. Once they hit 10, you're just stuck with them.
We do like a midsummer ceremony where we'd go to the top of a tall cliff and we just hold hands and walk off, or But in Florida, it's just a big hill, so you just end up with sprained ankles at the end of it.
Fantastic.
No one's seen that awful movie? I hate that movie so much.
So that's not exciting you about Disney parks right now? Midsummer?
No.
Okay. Fantastic. I still have no memory of us holding hands ever. Especially at Disneyland, but
I think I saved it in my favorites folder, so that's why I'm trying to like scroll through, because it was one of those folders, those photos, like sometimes when you swipe left on your phone, it'll not like swipe left like Tinder, like I meant like you'll like it, there's a highlighted photo and it popped up and I was like, what the heck, when was this?
Yeah, I mean, I know the trip that we were obsessed with, Mickey's Mixed Magic, so it had to be that one, and that was we did at least two different shoots of it in two different locations, and I remember that. I remember the Small World people because we had the worst experience at watching it over by It's a Small World, but the hub was fine.
I still think about that. Don't let kids in front of you, people. Their parents will ruin it.
And that's what's exciting you about Disney parks right now?
Having parents push me out of the way? Yeah.
I mean,
really looking forward to it this holiday season.
Yeah. Well,
the weather. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. This like switch in the weather right now is like, I'm excited because all of the holiday stuff is up, and now like the weather is kind of reflective of that. So it's like, because I was just, in Milwaukee, like it snowed on Sunday, and I was like, oh, now I got to go back to hot weather. So it's like, it's easing me back into it, which is nice. And I'm excited to go to the party tonight with all this like really nice weather.
I know. We're getting lucky because it is going to bounce around all over the place. Like we're in the 50s, 60s, 70s, back up to the 80s, but then it's going to drop all the way back down in the 60s again next week. It's predicted to. So like I feel like we're in a nice little balance. It's always hard going back up into the 80s, but I don't know. Then I also struggle, and I'm sure the rest of you do too that live here. It's hard to like talk to people when they come down and they're clearly like ticked off. That it's like, yeah, I left snow and then I came here and now it's not sunny and it's not warm. I wanted the 80 degrees, and it's hard to have that conversation because you're like, I want anything but 80 degrees and sun in the summer. I want cooler temperatures, and we're getting that delivered. I mean, it's the only thing I'm worried about right now, because I am very excited for it, is there's some rain forecasted at the beginning of next week. It's supposed to end on Monday, but we have the debut of Luminous, the Symphony of Us, that night. So Rhino, I just added it to your calendar. So,
I saw.
We'll definitely be checking that out. Hopefully, in that perfect middle spot that I always like to be in when seeing fireworks for the first time or any time. But very exciting. I mean, just even over the past weekend, they've been slowly moving the walls back in World Celebration as it gets closer and closer to opening. And Bio Reconstruct, I believe, was taking photos of kind of looking down into that area, and it looks like it's ready to go. The only thing that's kind of off is, if you haven't seen it, the Walt the Dreamer statue is just in a box. It's boxed up, sitting in place. I hope they took it out of the box already, but yeah, there's like just a box over it. What if all they do is install a door?
Yeah, you just open. You got to knock, and like.
Yeah, I mean, how many the first day people get to go up to that statue? What are people gonna do? Like, how is it possible to just go up to that statue and take a serious photo with it when it just looks like the founder of this company is just deep in thought while taking a dump?
It's just like just the group photo. It's always going to be funny to me. Maybe it'll look more normal when it's like he's surrounded by people or something, but I don't know. It's like I did find a picture of you and Mario Vitali in here, but I was
good. Can you remind me? He definitely left the air for good reasons, right?
Yes, he did.
I feel like that's actually a trend. Anyone that we've take pictures with eventually gets kicked off the air for bad reasons. So, good stuff.
Can you this?
Yeah.
What's that, guys, Jackie?
So we found out the culprit.
What about?
Well, Jackie, just
Hi.
What?
Are you gonna talk, Jackie? We're waiting.
I didn't even think you guys could hear me at this point, because I'm just like, so one of our cats decided that it would be a fantastic idea to unplug our splitter. And so all of a sudden our landline didn't work in my office and I could only get Wi-Fi.
I found it.
So, yeah. Anyway.
Oh man.
It's fixed now.
What a silly cat, Jackie.
It's one of three of them. When I find out which one it is, there's going to be a lot of trouble going on around here. So
okay, so I think we need to provide a little context of it. Rhino is now texting pictures to our group chat for this show, and Teresa was not laughing hysterically at a Jackie story delayed of a cat. It was,
yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry.
It was the wig picture, I believe.
Yeah.
Was that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jackie. What the heck, Rhino?
I'm sorry. Hold on. I have the other photo. I just sent it to the wrong chat. So Craig has.
So Erica got an early preview of it.
Yes, yeah, it's okay. Made her day.
Yeah, it was fine. It was during this period where I was wearing a lot of cheap shirts from Old Navy, and they clearly didn't fit me well. So both Rhino and I are bosomists as we're standing there with Our backs arched. Yeah, I think I do remember this now. We were
That's
trying
beautiful.
to recreate a map photo. It's pretty funny. But who took the picture? That's more of what I'm concerned about.
I think Tom Bell.
Wait, where's the
No.
picture?
'Cause
I didn't
he's
get that
in-
one.
Tom's in
Oh.
another photo. I just sent that to you because Tom's in a photo with us at the dining review of PCH Grill, like right after
All I
this.
got
And we're
was
wearing the same clothes.
Craig Monroe
Uh,
Williams.
Wait, but if that was the case and Tom was there and we did the PCH, that was the time that Kylie was there with us too then. Wouldn't it have been?
No, this says March 27th, 2019.
2019.
I like the guy behind
what
you
I
giving you
love?
side eyes.
Yeah.
I love how their knees are bent and their feet are in the air, both of them. That is beautiful.
Yeah. I feel so bad. I'm sorry for everyone watching. Yes, I could, but Rhino already said he wanted to post it on Patreon. So if he gives me permission, I can drop it in here so everyone knows what.
No,
they're
you could. I feel
saying.
you can do it
Drop
here. I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to be like one of those where I'm like, we talked about it for 10 minutes on this show. So yeah,
Listen, paywall, baby.
yeah, I know. I
Okay,
know.
I'm gonna put it on the group. Oh nope, started the intro. Started the
starting
intro
over.
again. I can only do so much multitasking. So talk about the weather or something. Nope, already.
Should
went
I
over
wear
that.
this shirt tonight? It's like a Darth Vader. It was the. I know it does. It is a Christmas shirt, but it's not like. Oh, I guess there are Christmas trees with like little
You need a
stormtroopers.
scarf. Do you have a scarf for tonight?
Yeah, I do have a
It
scarf.
would be cold. Yeah.
I just don't. I don't think I have a matching jacket.
Oh,
for this
he's not a
at all.
scarf person. I'm just gonna say that
No,
up front.
I
No,
hate them.
he's not.
What
I-
about the hats that you guys like with the ears?
We haven't purchased those yet, and they can't fit on.
Is tonight the night?
I don't.
They
I
don't
don't
fit
know
on my
if
head.
it
is the
works on
problem.
right because it just squeezed on top of my head, and for Rhino, it would all come down to: is it going to ruin his hair by
Yeah,
putting
well,
it on
'cause
his head?
then
And I think it
Yeah.
Once it's
well-
on, it's got to
It
stay
ha-
on.
It has to stay on.
That's
yeah.
important.
Yep.
will. Okay.
Hair's got to look good.
I'm not against wearing a hat, but it's got to actually fit my head. Otherwise, it's like anytime a hat goes on my head, it's committed. Like I'm not one of those people that can just take it off because it's just like I'm no small world guy. I can't just take it off. It like has to stay on.
I hear ya.
Okay. Well, that's good to know there. Much like
Yeah, that
Ross
makes-
setting up the game show and in Friends, I have the picture.
Lightning round.
Already. So here it goes.
Chandler Bonds.
Oh.
Oh,
That
Oh
is
my God,
so
my
nice.
nipples.
This is the photo that for people listening, I'm sorry, we'll make sure that it gets posted somewhere. This is a photo of Rhino and I definitely holding hands. I'm gripping pretty tight, but so is Rhino.
Yeah, you're
So
holding on for dear
let's
life.
let's just be real here. We're both gripping. I'm definitely clad in my Old Navy outfit, along with my Goran hat. It looks like I have a Sony A7S II camera slung around my
what's
shoulder.
that between
and,
Rhino's legs?
that man has a sling bag right
There's a
behind
foot.
there.
Oh, a foot.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
There- oh,
A
sorry,
foot.
the
She's
foot.
talking.
I thought you meant in his leg V. Also,
Freeze
Ryan,
that.
would those pants were tight.
Oh, my pants are always still
They
tight.
are very tight. As I zoom
right.
in,
Excuse me. There's a shadow. You can't see anything.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Might have a picture of the map too. Now that I know the date, I'm checking that date because that was the year of D23 too. We were out there a lot that year. That was the Halloween.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah.
If I could get
Oh, you've
into
got a
the
food
mind
guide
of
in your
that
hand.
person. Yeah, it was when they did
I think there was food and
the
wine.
Mickey fest. No, that's the
Oh.
Mickey festival thing, from what I can see.
something ears on.
Yeah, get your ears on. It was
Get your
it was
ears
when they
on.
started Mickey's
Yeah, come
Mix
on,
Magic,
everybody.
and they did all the Mickey and Minnie banners on Main Street, and so that would have been for Mickey's 90th birthday, maybe right around in that time period. They were celebrating
I
for
found the
a
map.
while, but
Your eyes are shut, Craig.
well,
Yeah, 'cause he hates
can't
what
you
he's
tell
doing.
I'm in pure bliss?
Okay, hold on. I'm sending you the map now too.
Okay.
That is
Yeah,
pure gold.
I need to know the context for this picture. in general.
We nailed it though. We're just the wrong direction. So like we've got to flip it. That was what happened. Is we did it, but we were going the wrong direction. We should have been going to the left, the other way.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see that. So that makes more sense now overall. Let me see if I can get this in here. So
Sorry, we all
I
know
love it
people out there
anyway.
have
Oh, I see
ridiculous
what you're doing now.
photos.
yeah,
is
yours is
awesome.
up there. I don't use iCloud, so I'm one of those old-fashioned people that when I get a new phone, everything starts over fresh, and then the old photos go away on my computer, and I'll check them every now and then. So I don't
This
have
is the
magic
trip
like this.
I bought the strawberry bear hat where I couldn't remember his name, and I was like, "What's that strawberry bear?" And you were like, "What?"
Yeah. So
Still
Also,
haven't
Honey
worn,
Bear.
but still own.
no, no, you did wear it one time, I think, but I tried to get you to dress up as what's his name for Halloween, so you would wear
Lotso?
it. So no, strawberry. Bear.
Hey,
So
if we
Strawberry
do a Toy Story themed anything, I'm waiting to break that hat out. I got matching shoes and everything, just waiting.
I mean, we might.
have lots of
Toy
shoes?
Story 5 coming soon. in the
Lotso
future.
hugging shoes.
No, they're just pink shoes, so they just match.
I love it.
So
and you
this,
haven't worn them. You're waiting to wear them.
No, I have worn them, but I won't. They're ready to go. I used to. They were my cupcake shoes I wore when I worked for Jill. I would wear like pink. I had
Oh,
these like
okay.
pink sneakers I would wear.
Okay,
Are they
so
Barbie pink or light pink?
They're neon pink.
Ooh.
So
Yeah,
we were definitely drinking the day that we took that photo, right?
No.
you had to-
Okay, wait. What
No?
time is the photo taken? Now I can check
Rhino,
that.
I'm wearing in the photo that you sent me privately. I'm wearing the same clothes as that photo because I think it was
the
all
same
from
day.
the same day, and
Yeah.
I don't know what would have spawned that entire thing. I don't feel comfortable putting that one up. on here,
Okay,
so,
yeah, don't do that one.
yeah. Only
Wait, I
because
didn't
of the
get that
caption.
one.
The photo of
I
me
know, me
is
neither,
fine,
T.
but it's the caption I don't feel comfortable with.
Wait, you need to share that one with me. Where is
I'm
it?
sending it.
I
right
have
now.
one without the caption. But this day we started because I'm scrolling through it now. We started at PCH Grill because I have a picture with Stitch and Minnie and Daisy won't stop touching my arms in this photo.
You love her.
I
Oh,
don't know why,
my.
but I have a picture of you in front of a Paul Mitchell step and go, like a step and turn. What is it? I'll let everyone caption that photo
Like-
themselves.
Yeah. So this would have been right at the height of the Disney wall phase. And so this was
Yeah.
me trying to, I believe I was trying to do it as if I was doing an album cover. And
Yes.
that's,
Is that what you're telling yourself?
That's it.
Oh my
And-
god.
I don't know. So
And we were with Tom Bell because I have a screenshot of 3 fast passes for Incredicoaster, and it's me, you, and Tom's pass,
Oh,
and a picture of us on
Wow.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, yep, there we are, all 3 of us in a row.
I'm not going to lie. I
fun.
don't remember hanging out with Tom Bell that much. So
You don't have any memory.
there's
That's so
one.
sad.
There's one specific memory I have with Tom Bell, and that was it was time for man bras back then. I did not get the brosier when I needed it. That's for sure. The one specific memory I have. I mean, I have lots of memories with Tom Bell, but like the one that was like on borderline horrifying for me was one of the first trips. It was the first trip that Kylie and I got to go out together to Disneyland with, and Tom was hanging out with us for that trip, and I forget where we went to Carthay Circle and had lunch because we were doing a World of Color Winter Dreams dinner package. So we had better seats for that show in case the media event for it didn't go well. And so we ate there, and I mean, it was a 3-course meal at Carthay Circle. And after that, we were like, okay, well, let's go ride Tower of Terror because I had never ridden it up at that point, the Disneyland version having it different. And I started getting the sweats while we were in line for Tower of Terror. And we left, and I went directly to the bathroom and I did something I don't like doing in public. And then, of course, Tom Bell was in there too. And I'm like, I barely know this man. I've only hung out with him. Like, this was the second time I ever did. And I was at one of my lowest moments with him there.
So that's your
yeah,
only memory
Tom
of
Bell.
Tom Bell?
That's one of my fondest memories of being with Tom Bell.
Oh, Bing Bong took it away. Okay.
There's lots.
Bing bong, bing bong.
It was never a bad day working with Tom Bell. So
I like
he always, even when he was just quiet and taking it all in, it's never a bad day with Tom Bell. It's, I think, at least. I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
You worked with him
Good
all the time,
times.
Teresa.
I did all the time. Constantly.
Yeah.
I would fly
I
out
did.
and you guys
This
didn't
is
even
the
know.
day I met Chloe too.
Oh.
It's that same trip, March 28th. I have the picture of the first time I met Chloe. That's funny.
Reminiscing.
So that was when we went to Knott's Berry Farm the next day, and we went for Boysenberry Fest with Sam Carter.
Was it that trip?
Yeah.
Was that?
Yeah. Yeah. We went with Sam to Knott's
Oh,
Berry
yep.
Farm.
Here it is.
and-
Boysenberry photo. Yep.
Yeah. He got us in and
Charles
took
was
us
with you
all
guys.
around. Yeah, Charles was with us for that one. So I think it was Rhino,
Yeah.
Charles,
Just don't have any
and
pictures of
Tom,
him. That's why.
and the four of us went with Sam to Boysenberry Fest, and we ate boysenberries, lots of boysenberries.
so delicious.
And, had a lot of. I know that day we were drinking because we were having a lot of boysenberry beer.
Yes.
Why wouldn't
indeed.
you?
You have to do that.
Man, have you
Good
been to
times.
Knott's Berry Farm, Teresa?
I have not. It's on my list.
You really should go. You would love it. Like
I think I would. Yeah.
Yeah.
the ghost town, the old west there. Like you would be obsessed with it, especially when they're doing Ghost Town Alive, which was happening when we were there back in August for the trip. I didn't know they were doing Ghost Town Alive, so I was telling Kylie, I was like, yeah, it's there's so many like little kitschy things as you walk through, and so Ghost Town was just completely swarmed with actors that wanted to interact with you all around, and it got very uncomfortable very quick. So, because she was like buying into the story, because like a prospector came up to us and was like, I can weigh your gold for you. Come into the shop. I'll weigh your gold for you. And Kylie's like, okay, we've got the gold. And he's like, okay, give me the gold. And we're like, she's still playing along with it. She's like, why would I give you my gold? And he's like, well, I weigh the gold. That's what I do. And I give you a certificate. And like, well, I don't have my gold with me. And he's like, wait, you didn't just mine for gold over there? No. And like, oh, I weigh the gold after you mine it. So go mine and then come back. And then we just walked away. And did not interact with anyone else again because of it. Because we're like, oh God, they're going to just try to keep us spending money the entire time.
Yeah.
So Whittles won't make us spend money. That's for sure. But neither will Snoopy. Yeah. So
That's funny.
you would love it, Teresa. Go for Ghost Town Alive.
Speaking of Snoopy, did you see the Thanksgiving
Snoopy.
Day parade? Snoopy. Did you see the Macy's Thanksgiving parade?
I've only watched bits and pieces. So
Oh, Snoopy was in it. I didn't care for that. Woodstock was on his head. I didn't like that part, but Snoopy's been in that parade since as long as
the
I can
beginning,
remember.
I thought.
Yeah.
It's the beginning of time.
Beginning of time. Yep.
I think that I'm
Sorry.
going to say the parade. I don't know how many years it's celebrating, but I feel like Snoopy didn't come around until 1950.
I thought the parade was only 50 years old.
Is the parade only 50 years old?
No, the parade's been around since Miracle on 34th Street at least, which was
Well, that was like
Yeah.
52, 47,
Okay, then
47,
then No.
47.
Then Snoopy's been in the parade for 50 years. Then maybe
probably.
I would say
he said
Snoopy's
something
probably-
about 50 years.
Yeah, I mean, 50
Macy's
years
parade's
ago
been
right now
around.
would be in the 70s. I feel like balloons
the Macy's
were
parade's
invented.
been around since the 40s,
You're
I
right.
think.
You're
Or
right.
the 30s.
You're right. No,
telling you.
I missed most of the parade. I watched a couple pieces. I watched the Disney
Cher?
float in there. No, I don't need to see Cher in the parade because I knew what she was going to sing. She sang
his
that all
favorite
along.
Christmas
I know,
song.
but she was at the very end, right before Santa. It was nice.
1924.
24. I knew
So
it'd been around forever.
Is it 100 years next year then?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I was there
Wow.
live for one of them.
The first one.
1979, I was there.
Saturday
Nice.
night.
Yeah, because Macy's used to be Gimbel's back in the day, so
No, really? I
I
thought
thought
Macy's and
Gimbel's
Gimbel's
was a separate department store.
was their rival. Was their rival.
Macy's
Because
wasn't
Gimbel's-
always
Uh,
around.
Hold on, I got it. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is an annual parade in New York City presented by the U.S.-based department store chain Macy's. The parade first took place in 1924, tying it for the second oldest Thanksgiving parade in the United States, with America's Thanksgiving Parade in Detroit,
Philadelphia. Detroit.
with both
Wow.
parades being 4 years younger than Philadelphia's Thanksgiving Day Parade. The 3-hour parade is held in Manhattan, ending outside of Macy's Herald. So let me go to the start of this history. In 1924, store employees marched to Macy's Herald Square, the flagship store on 34th Street, dressed in vibrant costumes. There were floats, professional bands, and live animals borrowed from the Central Park Zoo. At the end of the first parade, Santa Claus was welcomed into Herald Square. Yeah, it was Macy's,
Okay.
I guess.
That's-
Good
yeah.
times.
Well, yeah, because that was Gimbel's is the department store that they use in Elf. Because
Okay,
I
the
believe it
Macy's-
was defunct by the time they got there, and then isn't that part of Miracle on 34th Street that they're
Yeah, there was
they're
a,
okay with
Gimbel's
doing the
wanted
price
Macy's
matching?
Santa.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
that's
wanted
it,
their
that's it.
Santa.
Yeah, and then yeah,
The
Trying to think of
Macy's
all the Christmas
parade
movies.
was enough of a success to push Ragamuffin Day, the typical children's Thanksgiving Day activity from 1870 into 1920s, into obscurity. What is Ragamuffin Day? Wait, here it
Oh,
is.
we used to do that when we were kids. Back in
Ragamuffin
the
Day
1820s.
featured children going around and performing a primitive version of trick-or-treating, a practice that by the 1920s had come to annoy most adults. The public backlash against such begging in the 1930s, when America was struggling in the midst of the Great Depression, led to the promotion of alternatives, including Macy's Parade.
Wow.
They did away with Ragamuffin Day.
Yeah, but then when did
Too bad.
Halloween start? Yeah.
Halloween was
Halloween?
before that. Halloween was
I love
late
how that we're
1800s?
we're so close to Christmas and all we're doing is rewinding back to the previous holidays.
I didn't do it. Ragamuffin Day brought us back. Ragamuffin Day.
We're silly heads.
I mean, the parade started.
We should bring
a
that
lot of this
back.
up, but-
So Jim in chat said that Snoopy first appeared in 1968
okay.
So that's
in the Macy's.
over 50 years.
yeah.
About the
40
time, yeah,
plus
over
20
50 years.
is 60
And,
minus 5.
Plus, it
It's
would
40
be with a 5.
55.
Yeah.
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 So, wild
Probably
stuff.
about the time the first cartoon came out on TV. I would
I
think.
like that.
I think it was 63 for Charlie Brown
Was it?
Christmas. Yeah. I could be wrong on that.
Charlie Brown Christmas, did that come before The Great Pumpkin?
I believe so. I don't remember. I'm a
We were
terrible
talking
Snoopy
about-
fan, clearly.
We were talking about it the other day at the house, and Stella said, remember the Charlie Brown one where the little girl had cancer? And I'm going,
Yeah.
I
Snoopy
don't
Come
remember
Home.
that. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Does
So
she
No, some little
live?
girl had cancer and lost all her hair, and we sat there and watched it. It was so sad.
Well,
She
I
was
feel
okay
like
at the
that's
end.
part of the plot of Snoopy Come Home, which is Snoopy's original owner got sick and they couldn't keep care of Snoopy anymore. And then finally she got better and he went to see her at the apartment, but no dogs were allowed. And then Snoopy had to
Okay.
go back with Charlie Brown, which was always like the ultimate slap in the face. Like,
Well, she said
What?
this was like a little something they showed them in school to prevent bullying because little kids were laughing at this little girl because she had no hair. And
well,
it was like,
the
wow.
Florida public school system.
Right. So I don't know, but
can't
it was
just-
the first I'd heard of
You
it.
can't just teach kids manners. Yeah, you have to use a cartoon, apparently, for that. Well, this is. I don't have words for where this went. I feel like we should end on something Disney. Well, 2023 has been wild. 2024 should be good. The return of unlimited park hopping, no matter what time of day, as long as the parks are open. The return of the Disney dining plan. That's exciting too. So
Definitely.
it feels like we're on the precipice of a bubble where it's going to be a better future with Walt Disney World. I feel like
You mean a
we're getting
great, big,
close to there.
beautiful
I
tomorrow?
hope so.
No.
Oh gosh, I hope so.
I hope so too. You know what I really hope?
No.
You know what I wish for? I wish
What,
in
Jackie?
2024 that they would do something with Mears. I wish that they would partner up with Mears and have a meeting somewhere and really figure out a way to get some transportation to people that fly into MCO and need to get to Walt Disney World. I
That
wish
would
they'd
be
bring
nice.
back some iteration of Disney's
Something.
Magical Express.
I was just talking to a client about that, and
Yeah.
she heard that they were bringing it back, and I'm thinking I hadn't heard that. So
I haven't.
no, she's got to find
I
her
mean,
own
people talk about
transportation.
it all the time.
Right, they do. Yeah,
But
that would be nice if
I
that
just-
came back, because that's a big loss.
Yeah.
I think
It's huge. It's tremendous.
it's a huge loss.
And
Yeah, it is.
I can't. People would be so elated to have
They would.
something, you know.
And it's a big
It's,
thing to try to get your,
It's so big.
you
Yeah.
want that excitement and you want that free transportation. The minute you get here, you want to be able to
Yeah.
go to your resort.
I mean, and what people said
Yeah.
even beyond it, it wasn't just the transportation. It was the knowing that you check your bag at the airport and
Yeah.
the next time you
Yeah.
see it, it's in your hotel room. And
Yeah.
you're lucky enough to check it at a Disney resort, then yeah, you have to obviously pick it up off the belt once you land in your city. But it kept that vacation going just a little
Yeah.
bit longer in a way where you
I
didn't
think even
have
if
to
they
worry about it.
charged a little bit for it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Even
one
if
of
they
those
did,
people
yeah.
that well, no, I struggle at spending money on stuff like that. Like I refuse to ever spend a dime on any of the carts that you can get to put your luggage on. I would rather look like a fool constantly dropping stuff. I would drop my baby before getting one of those carts. I don't like them in that way, but it made me think, like when we were in California, like it was Rhino, Kylie, and myself, and we all had our luggage plus Rory's stuff, plus the car seat, plus the stroller, and it's like, gosh, you don't think about how helpful something like Magical Express with the luggage really was. Such a good service until
Yes.
you are in that position where you're like, we're 3 grown adults with 1 baby. How hard can it be? Well, just ask
hard.
Ted Danson, Steve Guttenberg, and wow,
Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
Tom Selleck. I just wanted to say mustache. I'm like that
Mustache.
I feel like that.
Yep,
Mustache.
that guy.
But yeah, that would
Yeah,
be great.
it's-
Man, we could have done what's on our Disney Christmas gift wish list. What are
Ooh, we
gifts
can
they
do
could
that.
give us next year? Well, we can't do it now. Now we
Next
know
week.
if
No,
there's
we
a
gotta
No,
do
but
that
there's
later.
always
Yeah.
next week, right?
We'll do that as our
Yeah.
final show before the end of the year. I
Yeah.
feel like that's a good one to end the year off on. So forget this
Definitely.
conversation ever happened. So pretend it never happened. It's okay.
I can do that. You can.
I promise you, I only slept for 2 hours last night. I will not remember any of this conversation. And then Rhino and I will surely go out tonight and suffer from hypothermia of some sort and variety. So if there's
Huddle
anything
together.
I
Huddle together.
Yeah.
well, I
Drink
hear
hot
that
coffee.
I hear when you are cold inside the Magic Kingdom, the best thing to do is to strip down and
Take a
come
dip.
together for warmth.
Jump in the
So,
water.
Yeah, I heard
if
that.
you-
A couple movies.
If you see reports of 2 men getting kicked out of It's a Small World, it's not Rhino and I. It's someone else. Thought Teresa was done with that. She's like, no,
I thought I was for a
Goodbye.
month or two.
goodbye.
Out. I'm out.
No, it's all good. So, going to be a fun week for us. So next week's show, I promise, will be a lot more exciting. We'll have more to talk about with Festival of the Holidays once Rhino's tag teaming up with me for that. I'm not trying to make it sound as awful as it keeps sounding.
No, it sure does.
I mean, like when you throw out the joke about the huddling together to stay warm, that's one thing. That's a blatant joke. And then the ones that aren't like that I don't mean to do. Those always come off worse. But we'll have a lot to talk about next week with Festival of the Holidays. Why did they have to start Luminous on a Tuesday night? I feel like that's a missed opportunity. I'll be back from a Disney cruise, so I leave later this week on the Disney Dream. So that's exciting. There's a lot of fun stuff coming up to share about. So as always, keep an eye on our YouTube channel, on our audio feeds for all the latest updates that we have and nonsensical conversation about apparently peanuts. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and I don't want to say the Thanksgiving holiday prior to the parade because something about that just
Ragamuffin Day?
off. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't care for it at all. So we're gonna stay away from that, but we'll get a little bit more back on track. And next week, I believe, is going to be the debut of the newest member of our Diz team. So she'll be making an appearance next week. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. But hey, Jackie, I know you had issues this week. Teresa, I know you had issues this week. Rhino, I'm assuming you had issues this week. But thank you so much for taking the time to chat about definitely not what this episode was titled. That's for sure. There's always time to change it.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll do that.
It's always great to hang out with you guys. I really love it.
I don't even know what I would name this episode now. I guess people who are still in the chat.
The history of the Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Things we're thankful
Miscellaneous
for from the past.
thoughts and the holidays.
You know what, Teresa? You're supposed to type in words that are good for search engines. I don't know if anyone can even spell miscellaneous.
Well, okay.
I could just shorten it to MISC.
Just
I
for
I could spell it. That's why we all have where it starts typing out the word ahead of us, because Apple and Google learned, like, you're not smart. you need our help. So
You're just babbling now.
they help me every
Let us
single day
help
with
you.
the word the. I'm always like TH.
To-huh,
Don't know what's gonna be next. Fills it in for me. It's good stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for having this conversation. I appreciate you all.
Appreciate you.
Oh no, I appreciate you more.
Rhino, you
Yeah,
appreciate
we're
it.
gonna
You
keep
appreciate
it
me
going,
most?
keeping it going.
You
on our
appreciate me
Patreon
most?
episode.
Good night,
No?
dumb
Okay.
boy.
Do I appreciate you? Oh, am I supposed to say it back? Sorry.
Jackie appreciates me. Teresa appreciates me more, and you're supposed to appreciate me most.
It's
You
not going to
just don't
happen.
seem to want to play with it. Okay, fair enough. Well, just for that,
I appreciate you most.
Patreon's not. They get nothing now. Because Rhino doesn't appreciate it now. For our Patreon supporters, you can definitely check out all the great content we have there, especially our Patreon post show that happens right after we're done recording the live version of this show. You can find out more information about our Patreon every offering that we have there at patreon.com/DizUnlimited. If you want to support us more, again, Dreams Unlimited Travel, book a vacation today, book your 2024 vacation. Wild to think that that's just coming up in a few weeks. And if you are watching this on YouTube, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave comments, questions, video suggestions in the comments section. If you are listening to this, subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you can leave us ratings and reviews, definitely do so. And check out in the same feed, we have Tap House Talks in there. So the latest episode of that just released with Rhino and myself. Don't forget about Connecting with Walt, our audio only podcast, because since it never pops up on YouTube, a lot of times people forget about that. So definitely check that out. Tons of great content all the time. Always keep an eye out for it. But that's going to do it for this week's episode of the Diz Unlimited podcast. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking the time to listen and watch this week's episode. We'll see you again real soon with more Disney fun, Disney peanuts and Thanksgiving Day fun. I'm sure of that. But for now, we've reached the end, or should I say the beginning of your future. Goodbye.